Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Today, I wanted to talk about grief and depression. Well, it's grief and depression is something serious. Um, I've been going through it myself, so I mean, it's been a lot, and it's a lot to get out of. If you're able to get out of it, I mean, if you need to reach out to somebody, reach out. If you need to write, write. If you need to pray, pray. Whatever you need to do, try your best to do it. I know it can be hard. It can eat you alive. Something serious. Some people recover. Some people never recover. If it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for my husband coming to me in my dreams and telling me that he needs me to live my life and enjoy it, I wouldn't be here either. My kids were keeping me here, but my husband knew I still needed a little extra help, so he had to make sure he came into my dreams and told me that he needed me to live. He needed me to get together, and he needed me to live my life. Like I said, we had a talk before he passed away, where I was telling him, like I said, I've been sick for a while, and I was telling him if something ever happened to me, that I need him to live his life. That I need him to live his life, and I needed him to find somebody to love him, to love my kids, to take care of them, and to love them like I would. So to make sure he don't find a gold digger. Make sure that, it's hard to know who really love you and who really doesn't, especially if it's something fresh starting off. So, but I figured me telling him that would make him laugh. But I just wanted him to live and enjoy his life. I didn't want him to, I know he would be sad. I know he'd be hurting. I know he'd be lonely. I know all that, but I didn't want him to stop his life just because I wasn't there anymore. And I guess he knew that when he passed away, and he knew that I could handle it, that he made sure he came to me in my dreams to let me know that he needed me to live and remember the talk that we had. But like I said, if it wasn't for my kids or my husband, I wouldn't be here. But I know that there are a lot of people out there that are hurting. I know it. And if I could give each and every one of y'all a hug, I would. And through this grieving process, like I said, everybody has their own journey. Everybody's journey is different. Me, I was a mess. I was a straight mess. Still am, but I'm trying to get it together. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't taking a shower. I stopped cooking. I stopped cleaning. I stopped doing everything. The only thing that I didn't stop doing was taking care of my kids. Like I said, if it wasn't for my kids, I would not be here. I still took care of them. I took them to school. I picked them up. I fed them, even though I wasn't cooking anymore. I would still get them fast food, or I would still buy stuff that they could cook, or I would cook every now and then, but not every day like I used to. When my husband was here, we were doing good. We were eating healthy. I was making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I was doing everything. So to go from doing everything to now you're so depressed that you can't do nothing, like, that's a lot. Like, I couldn't do nothing. So when y'all are going through stuff, know that it's okay. It's okay if you don't feel like making the bed today. It's okay if you don't feel like cleaning the house today. It's okay. Even if you're not hungry, still try to eat something. Like, even though I didn't have an appetite, there'll be a lot of days when I didn't eat. But I had to make myself eat some. And I know when I hit rock bottom, when I got to the point to where I said, if I don't get up, I'm not gonna make it. So that's when I started reaching out to everybody. After my husband passed away, I lost my insurance. So I had to find some more insurance. It was hard getting insurance. Then not only was it getting hard getting insurance, but everything that I had to pay out of pocket. So I'm paying for my premium every month. I'm paying for my co-pays when I go to the doctor. I'm paying for my medications. I'm paying for my labs. I'm paying for my x-rays, my CTs, my MRIs, like all that stuff. And all that stuff adds up. So, I mean, when you see multiple doctors, and like, I'm like, you know what? Right now, I can't afford it. So I just stopped going to my appointments. I said, but after my husband told me he needs me to live my life, I started back going to my appointments. I called my insurance company. I asked them how, does this stuff work with the insurance? And, they was like, even though they're sending you estimates, because the doctors were sending me estimates saying that it would be up to $700 per appointment. So if you're seeing 10 to 12 doctors on a regular basis, I'm already over 7,000. So, it's just a lot going on, but at the end of the day, I knew I had to get myself together, because if I didn't get myself together, I wouldn't be here. And my husband told me right after his mom passed that I can't ride on a motorcycle with him anymore. He said that if something was to happen, that somebody would still need to be here to take care of the kids. So I couldn't ride with him no more. And I said, okay. Because we had been, trying to find somebody to take care of the kids so something was to happen to both of us. But I knew if something happened to me, it was going to be him that would be taking care of the kids. And here I am preparing him for me being sick and me passing away. And he ended up getting killed. So, I mean, they crushed me. When he got killed, they crushed me. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. Me and him had been together for 16 years. I mean, we had been married for 16 years, but together for 18. That man was, and still is, the love of my life. This is my angel. I always told him whenever he asked me for something, I was like, anything for my angel. He taught me how to swim. He taught me how to drive. Like, that man taught me everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. He always told me to never hold my tongue. He was like, you're the sweetest person I ever known. He said, and because of you, people will take your kindness for weakness, and they will try to take advantage of you. And he was right. I mean, a lot has happened, but I'm still here. And I've been learning. It takes time. So, I mean, it takes time. And I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, y'all. I just, some days are okay. Some days are not okay. It's a lot. Anyway, back to what I was saying about grief and depression. It's a lot. But like I said, I knew I hit rock bottom. And I knew I was in a deep hole that I couldn't get out of without help. At one point in time, I stopped praying. I never blamed God for what happened to my husband. I never did. I never asked him why it happened, and I never did. I stopped praying for a while because I said, how can I pray for everybody every day? Not just for me, not just for my family, not just my husband, but for everybody. People I don't even know. But how can I pray? Did he answer? Did he hear my prayers? So for a while I stopped praying. And I mean, I've started back praying. You know, like I said, I'm just trying to take things one day, one step at a time. But when I knew that I hit rock bottom and I needed help, because if I didn't get help, I wouldn't be here, I started reaching out to the suicide hotline. I started reaching out to the VA. I started reaching out to, like, everybody, my doctors, reaching out to anybody that I could think could help. The VA said, you know, at first they said they couldn't help me and gave me some more numbers to call, and you know, it was a lot. So eventually I was put in contact with TAPS, and TAPS started sending me emails. They were saying that I could join their workshops. They would talk about grief. They would talk about, you know, all kinds of things. And not only do they talk about grief, it's not only for adults, it's also for kids. So they helped me find some places. They sent me resources and all kinds of stuff. Sent me a book for the kids, sent the kids a stuffed animal, you know, to kind of try to help them, you know, cope with my husband's death. And I appreciate them reaching out, and I appreciate everybody that did reach out, and everybody that helped, and everybody that tried to get me help. And I appreciate all the prayers, the support. I appreciate everything. And even though I may not get to tell each and every one of you thank you individually, if I see you, or if I remember, if I can, I will. But just know that I appreciate it, and thank you. Thank y'all for everything, and please continue to pray for us, because we need it. We could use all the prayers we can get. But as I reached out, you know, I started to get help, and I'm here. I don't know, it's hard, no matter how long it's been. Like, it still hurts the same. It seems like it happened yesterday. Don't ever let anybody tell y'all when to grieve, how to grieve, where to grieve, how long to grieve. Everybody has their own process. Everybody grieves at their own pace. You could be walking down the street and it hits you. You lose it. You can start crying. You can start, no matter what it is. You can be in the store. You can be sitting in your vehicle. You can be doing, I mean, it doesn't matter. There's no time, no place, no, you can't just cut it on. You can't just cut it off. It's going to do what it's going to do. So, I mean, never let anybody tell you when, how, or where to grieve. Grieve at your own pace. When you're ready, and then you're ready. But if you ever need to reach out to anybody. Let people know how you feel. It's okay to not be okay. And when I say it's okay not to be okay, it's okay. Because even though we smile sometimes on the outside, everybody assumes that we're okay. But I'm telling you now, a lot of times I smile, I'm still hurting on the inside. But I try to keep a smile on my face anyway. Just to try to put myself in a better place. But like I said, it's okay to not be okay. Take things 1 second, 1 step, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, however you want to do it. Just take it one step in one day, 1 second at a time. However you need, whenever you need, wherever you need. If y'all ever need to reach out to me, if y'all ever want to talk, you ever want to send messages, hey, send messages. If you ever want to ask questions, ask questions. I don't mind. You would never be a bother. I know some people say they won't reach out because they don't know how I'm feeling, or they don't want to be a bother to me. And, you know, sometimes we all need people to talk to sometimes. And especially somebody that's, you know, maybe in the same situation or maybe in the same position. Just reaching out, you never know. You could save somebody's life. Somebody may save your life. But I just wanted to tell y'all, and I hope each and every one of y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there and try to be more kind to each other. Try to look out for each other. This world could be a much, much better place if all of us just showed more kindness and, you know, just showed more love and tried to help each other more. But I just want all of y'all to have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. And like I said, I'm going to be posting more pictures of my husband or videos of my husband, some that he was working on and probably some that I'm going to be doing. But we were supposed to start a podcast and he wanted to do our own little show. So I don't know if some of the stuff that we were going to do together, if I'm still going to do it, but I'll try to do what I can, and I'll try to put out, you know, whatever I can. But like I said before, I hope all of y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.